my lovely Libra, this is your horoscope for 2020. Thank you for joining me. What I want to do in this video is just look at what the major themes are for you in 2020, so that you're not going in totally blind, so that you're a little bit prepared to see what's coming, and that you can put your energy into the places that are naturally successful, and you can minimize energy wastage on things that are unlikely to work out anyway. So on the 10th of January, the first major thing happens, which is we have 6 eclipses this year, so it's huge. Excuse me. We've got a lunar eclipse, full moon in Cancer, on the North Node, and that happens in your 10th house. So it's a full moon in Cancer. It gives you nurturing energy when it comes to your work, and it pulls a lot of that in, and because it's interrupted as an eclipse, you're really going to be nurtured through your work for the first half of the year. So for you, Libra, good luck is in your working life, because it'll feel like family. It'll feel like you're really being taken care of and nurtured and appreciated, and it'll be great. On the 12th, if you're retired, then work on something you enjoy and you will make connections with other people. On the 12th of January, Saturn and Pluto conjunct, and they only do this once every 34 years. Pluto is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Saturn is security. They are sitting in your 4th house of family, but Jupiter and the transiting midheaven and Mercury and the Sun are also in there. So on this day, there can be real change, really transformative change when it comes to your family life. That can mean you meet your husband, who's your life partner, and it turns into a family over time and you have children. It could be that one of your relatives has a baby. It could be that someone leaves to go to Australia from England. There's a shift, there's a disruption on the 12th of January in your family life, and Jupiter's at 9 degrees. So if you want to get the most out of this, then meditate on it and see what you get and what you can do with the changes that are coming in. In my experience, usually acceptance is the key to fear. Like if your son wants to move from England to Australia because there are better work options there, for instance, if you don't accept that, you can't force him to stay. You have to accept it, because that you'll miss him, but the more you accept it and let it go with love, detach with love, the more you're able to respect that and still live with yourself and not miss him so much. So there's some key points here in 2020 that are going to be important for you. The 4th of April, the 30th of June, and the 12th of November. That is when Jupiter, the lucky planet at 9 degrees, conjuncts Pluto, planet of transformation and change, death and rebirth. That's in your 4th house. So these key dates really symbolize good luck, positive changes in your 4th house. So I'm getting single people meeting the people they're going to marry. So all of you single Libras out there, make an effort to date. You're going to be able to transform something that has hurt in the past. Chiron is in your 7th, the wounded healer, at 4 degrees in Aries. And if you take action to meet other people who are going to be like family, then you'll be able to transform that. If you want to get married, you'll be able to get married. Like I said, if you're single and you're happy, then devote yourself to work that you love. On the 13th of May through until the 25th of June, Venus is in retrograde. Now, I said, if you're single, work on whatever it is you love. But just in your diary, mark the 13th of May to the 25th of June as a period where you do not start your own business if you can help it. You don't launch a new website, you don't get married, you don't start a new relationship, you don't ask someone to move in with you. You don't do anything that you love during that time for the long term, because Venus in retrograde makes everything look the other way around. I had that huge drama with Daniel in 2017 when I was heartbroken. That happened during a Venus retrograde. The things that you find repellent or worthless or uninteresting during a Venus retrograde, you'll start to look at them differently, and then when it's over and Venus goes direct again, then you have to unravel the mess. It's like, what was I thinking? So try and be careful around that. On the 5th of June, we've got the next set of eclipses now starting, because remember, each eclipse lasts 6 months, the effects. So in June, 6 months, 6th month of the year. Oh, come on. I've got the chart here in front of me on a computer, but it's messing me around a bit. So on the 5th of June, let's go there. I want to go there because I can see exactly in what house it happens for you, Libra, and how you're going to benefit. So on the 5th of June, there's a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And it happens in your 10th house. Mercury is there, Mars is there, and the North Node in Cancer is there. So you're pulling in nurturing and communicative energy so that you're able to articulate yourself in a caring, creative, nurturing, beautiful way. You're considerate of other people, but you also give yourself the freedom to speak your truth and to speak what you feel needs to be said and what is authentic. And that now lasts again for the next 6 months. So the whole of 2020, your work is really going to be the thing that underpins everything, and that is not a problem, and that allows you to focus on other things in your life, like family, romance, healing wounds from the past. So you're incredibly lucky this year when it comes to work. Work is going to take care of you, not the other way around, which is very odd. So lucky you. That's having a nice foundation like that is priceless. If you're worried about money all the time, you can't date, because you're like, well, I won't be able to pay for the meal. So 21st of June, we have the solar eclipse, which is a new moon in Cancer, and again it happens in your 10th house. So the next 6 months are all about doing work that you care about. Just block out, grey out the Venus retrograde in your calendar. And it's especially good for people who want to communicate, writers, journalists, novelists, TV people, TV producers, accountants, analysts, specialists, and people who are creative, artists, sculptors, musicians, and those who are nurturers, either in a conventional way or in an unconventional way. Nurses, psychologists, counselors, psychics, mediums, Reiki healers, all of those kind of things. All right, so the work supports you. On the 5th of July, we have the 5th eclipse. We've got 6 eclipses this year. It's quite a crazy, full-on year. And you'll see why by the end of the year. On the 5th of July, we have a lunar eclipse, and that's a full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, just give me a second. All these dates, and I have to get the chart to say what I wanted to say. No, not what I wanted to say, but I wanted to be where I wanted to be. So 5th of July 2020, Lunar Eclipse, yes, in Capricorn. Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn are also sitting there. You are showered with energy that allows you to really be hands-on and practical and enjoy yourself and make changes in your family life. And all of those changes I mentioned. So you could work towards, you know, moving, creating an amazing family home. You could finally marry your partner and the kids could be little flower scatterers on the way to the altar. It's an eclipse. So that's going to last as well. So your ability to work and to be effective in your family life is the luckiest thing you've got. And also that the work you're doing just takes care of you all year so that you can devote yourself to relationships. Any single Libras out there, seriously, this is your year. And if you're in a relationship that doesn't work, you can work at it to make it better. We're powerless over people, places and things. But you can make a relationship better by improving the communication and just making an effort, you know? The next thing that we've got is this energy is with you until the end of the year now, okay? Until November. So the next thing that happens is on the 30th of November. So we had this eclipse, 5th of July, lasts until the end of the year because they last 6 months. On the 30th of November, we have a lunar eclipse full moon in Gemini. And Gemini is about communication, new beginnings, walking through new doorways of opportunity. And it's in your 9th house of travel and education. So this now lasts for 6 months as well until April 2021. And you're going to want to educate yourself and travel and see the world and see new things. On the 14th of December, we have another eclipse. This is a total solar eclipse. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. On the south node, Mercury and the midheaven are there, and you're finally able to take your ideas and to express them in a way that you have always been passionate about. So going into 2021, all the Libras who are creative or communicative people, your passion project can really take off from December until May 2021 in this case. Now on the 21st of December, something really important happens, okay? It's called the Great Conjunction, and it's when Jupiter and Saturn meet. Jupiter is good luck and growth, Saturn is authority and structure. And when they come together, they challenge the foundations and the structures of humanity. 2001, 9/11, 1981, birth of HIV/AIDS. 2021, we're going to have a fundamental shift in the way our society works. I've meditated on this so often, I have not got the message quite yet. First I thought it was AI, then I thought it had to do with climate change, then I thought it was about the human beings becoming enlightened. That didn't make sense to me. So I don't have the answer exactly how society is going to change, but in 2021 it will, and it starts in December 2020. So I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be working with. To summarize, work loves you and supports you, and you can really build something in your family and really create something that you are proud of. So you could be the matriarch or the patriarch. I hope you have a lovely, lovely 2020. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology, so I can answer any questions you may have. If you like the video, hit subscribe and share the channel online. That would be ever so supportive. Thank you so much. Check out some of my other videos, the daily tarot readings, the weeklies. Have a wonderful, wonderful year. I'm sending you lots of kisses, and I'll speak to you soon.